At this rate, it will appear that I should register a copyright with this Nkiti name because the various brands of Nkiti that are coming out, we could make quite a lot of money with that.
Operation 1 million jobs for the youth through digitalization. We saw the President for the Fourth Republic of Ghana under the 9th Parliament, His Excellency JDM, on the Minister for Communications, Innovations and Digitalization, Samuel Nate George. It was a launch 1 million coders program. Omo be training over 1 million of the youths into coding field. Now is Omo Afaso at the Abobra. In fact, this project to me a nice initiative. Now in this video, more how Samuel Zata George or communication minister Chirimo na so boss Nankasa, the JDM himself, and also explanation or them as far as this project a concern. I have Penyah block media. Mess any demo. Over like video that room over subscribe button so. Now back like notification icon for latest updates. Now back to the web and their mama ever comments. She must baswa. No I share video money so any be ashe. Into be receiving an move because they see an idea. Me na form me no me ensem bi omo bia me am tado mu din koma me ka kire mu say enfo ni nto bosumi adwuma so debi start something on the internet because internet now no internet and dominate. Internet can give you 10,000 series every month. Aban adwuma dey say bia we MP and abenya 10,000 plus aje even professors crying 10,000 others say but on the internet when they start something on the internet say click you can even get 10,000 series every month on the internet. It's there be two me bron for say there be a so near corner ye social media any internet and a rule ain't when you hwe ho nebo efa toto ne ma efa bobla ne yi na ya obeka ya to ba wi na mahama ewe ne ye no. That's why appointed Samuel Zata George as Minister for Communications and Digitalization. Obeka said, Obe created over 1 million jobs for the youth through the data space under his watch as Minister for Communication. A time for us owner, Sam Zata George said, "I be no policy that promise yatiabre ubiaba make it 1 million jobs for the youth at the end." Na sasrasa ye hwehwe na busia ene and as a conference be equals so I will Greater Accra region nemo as a Mahama omiti. University students nibi na ono mo dim komo na eho no eno mi ko pagya tum operation 1 million coders program ko launch na mahama kra to dini operation computer nketenkete je say nketenkete de answer mahama na nje hon pa ko na yakoko nketenkete na nsia na launch yakoko nketenkete program nice initiative but and that's what say operation computer nketenkete computer nketenkete e ho no Samuel Zata George or Minister of Communication edin ka betetum how a program ACTF.
I'd like to set off by inviting our sector minister to set the scene and contextualize the importance of the 1 million coders program. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Minister for Communications, Digital Technology and Innovation, Samuel Nate George. Thank you.
Thank you very much and good morning. Your Excellency, the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, Ministers of State here and present, Presidential Staffers, Regional Minister for Greater Accra, and the Regional Ministers in the Ashanti, Bono, and Upper East region, Honorable Members of Parliament here and gathered, Members of the Diplomatic Corps, representatives of our development partners, heads of institutions, directors in the ministry, executives from the NDC party headquarters, industry pioneers, our bright young minds, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, civil society advocates, distinguished guests, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. I stand before you today with immense pride and a deep sense of purpose as we gather for the official launch of the 1 million coders program. This is a bold and transformative initiative that marks a new chapter in Ghana's digital journey. This is not just a program. It is a promise to our youth, to our future, and to the idea that no Ghanaian should be left behind in the digital age. Let me take this moment to extend a heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you. Your presence here today, whether as a policymaker, partner, industry leader, traditional authority, educator, or young innovator, underscores your belief in the vision we are unveiling, President Mahama's vision. I am truly grateful to all who honored our invitation and made the time to join us for this important milestone. The 1 Million Coders program stands as a flagship initiative of the John Dramani Mahama government, driven by a simple but powerful objective: to equip our young people with the digital skills they need, not just to survive, but to lead in the 21st century economy. It is about preparing a generation of thinkers, builders, and problem solvers who will shape the future of this nation with code in their hands and opportunity in their sights. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you will recall that last year, His Excellency the President made a pre-election promise to launch the 1 Million Coders program, which has been touted as a bold initiative by our international partners to train 1 million Ghanaians in coding and digital skills, empowering them to thrive in the rapidly growing business process outsourcing and knowledge process outsourcing ecosystems. We have quickly moved to turn this vision into action, to equip our youth for the future of work through the 1 Million Coders program. Please note that this is happening within the 120-day social contract period, and it tells you how committed and focused His Excellency the President is. This is a bold step towards resetting and building the Ghana we want together, a Ghana of opportunities, innovation, and prosperity for all. I firmly believe we are at a defining point in Ghana's digital journey, a moment where resetting Ghana is not just necessary, but urgent. This is a call to action, to transform our economy, create sustainable jobs, and invest boldly in our people. We must harness science, technology, and innovation, not as buzzwords, but as tools for inclusive growth. The 1 Million Coders program is designed to do exactly that: bridge the gap between what is taught in classrooms and what the job market demands, to boost digital literacy nationwide and equip our youth to compete and thrive on the global stage. The world is rapidly evolving, driven by technology and innovation. From artificial intelligence to blockchain, to mobile apps and cloud computing, digital skills are no longer optional. They are essential for survival in today's economy. Yet far too many of our young people remain on the sidelines of this revolution. In Ghana, it is estimated that only 7% of the youth have access to structured digital training. And across sub-Saharan Africa, nearly 60% of our young people lack foundational digital skills. This gap isn't just a missed opportunity, it's a barrier to progress, and we must break it down. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the 1 Million Coders program will provide comprehensive training in coding and digital skills, initially in 4 locations and later spread out nationwide. Ghana India Kofi Annan Center of Excellence in ICT, where we are this morning, is leading the content creation and training of the program. The center has developed a standardized curriculum in multiple digital disciplines at the beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels to create a uniform training ecosystem for all Ghanaians, irrespective of the part of our country in which they reside. The initial courses for the pilot include Certified Cybersecurity Professional, Certified Network Support Technician, Certified Data Protection Manager, Certified Data Protection Expert, Certified Data Protection Officer, Certified Data Protection Professional, and Data Analyst Associate. Mr. President, we planned to do the pilot with 260 students, but within the first 4 hours of announcing, we had over 4,000 applications. We decided to do a double track and do 520. As at this morning, about 30 minutes ago, the number of applications we have received is 91,847 applications. This speaks to the visionary nature of your plan and vision to transform our digital ecosystem. All the courses published for this program will have fundamentals of coding embedded in the course delivery. There will also be elective coding courses to be run as part of the entire program, and all the courses will be run simultaneously in all the regions. This initiative is a strategic investment in our youth, empowering them with in-demand digital skills that align with the jobs to be created under the 24-hour economy policy. Ghana faces a youth unemployment rate of over 12%, and yet the digital economy is projected to create millions of new jobs across Africa by 2030. By partnering with the private sector, we're not only expanding access to opportunity, but also ensuring relevance. Training 1 million coders is more than a number. It's a commitment to innovation, problem solving, and preparing our youth to drive Ghana's industrialization and economic diversification from the front lines. The benefits of this initiative are numerous. By creating a pool of digitally skilled individuals in differently skilled areas, we'll be able to drive innovation, entrepreneurship, and economic growth in our nation. We'll also be able to improve the quality of our educational system, increase digital literacy, and enhance our nation's competitiveness in the global economy. Ladies and gentlemen, this initiative is designed to level the playing field. It will open doors for individuals from disadvantaged backgrounds, those too often excluded from the digital economy, to gain the skills and knowledge they need to succeed. In Ghana, nearly 1 in 5 youth are not in education, employment, or training, and digital exclusion remains highest among rural populations, women, and persons with disabilities. They will be factored under this program. To the young people of our nation, I say that this initiative is a call to action. We need your creativity, your passion, and your talent to drive innovation and entrepreneurship in our nation. I encourage you to take advantage of this opportunity and become part of the next generation of coders. To our international partners who have shown extreme goodwill to partner us on this program, the MTN Group, Telecel Ghana, C-Squared, Google, Amazon Web Services, Microsoft, the ALX, Tony Blair Institute, and several other partners who have expressed willingness. We say thank you for believing in the vision of President John Dramani Mahama. Today, we welcome not only the beginning of a flagship initiative, but also your support, your ideas, and your collaboration as key partners in this journey. To our youth, our stakeholders, and every guest present, you are part of this vision. On behalf of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama and the entire Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, I once again warmly welcome you to this important occasion. We are honored by your presence and energized by your commitment. Together, let us launch this program with purpose, unity, and ambition. Together, let us code the future of Ghana and Africa. Welcome, thank you, and God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Owe and the chairman himself, the boss himself, His Excellency, JDM, as we brinano, ebe peaceful.
Thank you. Please resume your seats. Yeah. Thank you very much. Let me proceed on the protocol established by the minister and just say, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at this rate, it will appear that I should register a copyright with this Nkiti name because the various brands of Nkiti that are coming out, we could make quite a lot of money with that. And so, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Today marks a defining moment in our national journey. We're not merely launching a program, but we're laying a foundation for a new economy. We're declaring with boldness and purpose that Ghana is ready to lead in the digital age. We're saying to our youth, to our communities, to the continent, and to the world that the future is here, and we'll be part of shaping it. The 1 Million Coders program is not just a fulfilled campaign promise. It is a strategic pillar of our Reset Ghana agenda, designed to empower Ghanaians with digital skills critical for 21st century life and work. It is an intentional move towards building a knowledge-based, innovation-driven economy, one where our greatest resource, our people, are equipped to create solutions, generate jobs, and be able to compete globally. At the heart of this initiative is our belief in Ghanaian youth. We believe in your creativity, your resilience, and your boundless potential. This program is an investment in our youth, an investment in their future as coders, as analysts, as entrepreneurs, and as tech pioneers. When I asked for your mandate to serve once more as president, I made a promise that our national recovery will be people-centered, innovation-led, and future-focused. And that recovery begins by breaking down the barriers that hold us back, social, economic, and digital. Today, we begin breaking down those barriers. Over the next 4 years, The 1 million coders program will train 1 million Ghanaians in essential digital skills, from coding and cybersecurity to data analytics and networking. These are not just technical abilities, they are economic passports, pathways to decent jobs, entrepreneurship, and long-term social economic inclusion. We do not walk this path alone. Across the globe, nations that recognize the power of coding early have positioned themselves for extraordinary progress. Take Estonia, for example. In 2012, Estonia became one of the first countries in the world to introduce coding as a compulsory subject as low as primary schools. Today, Estonia is a global leader in digital governance and innovation, with one of the world's most digitally integrated societies. In the United Kingdom, since 2014, children as young as 5 have been learning basic programming. This initiative has helped build a new generation of problem solvers and digital creators. Finland has gone a step further, integrating coding into a broader interdisciplinary learning approach. This model doesn't just teach coding, it teaches young people how to think critically, solve complex problems, and work collaboratively, skills that are essential in every sector of life. Japan has blended coding into its science and maths curriculum, encouraging students to apply digital tools to real-world challenges. And in the United States, coding education is gaining ground across states, with growing support from the private sector and government for nationwide digital literacy. These are not just anecdotes, these are blueprints, and we're adapting the best of them to suit the Ghanaian context. Ladies and gentlemen, let us consider what this means for our country. First, job creation and economic growth. As of this year, the global business process outsourcing market was valued at $410 billion and is projected to reach almost $500 billion by 2029. Countries like India and Philippines dominate this space, offering services in software development, data management, customer support, and more. Ghana has the potential to be Africa's premier business processing outsourcing hub. We're strategically located on the Greenwich Meridian. We're English speaking, and we have a vibrant tech-savvy youth population. With the right digital skills and infrastructure, our young people can attract outsourced jobs from around the world. Jobs that pay well and keep families and communities thriving right here at home. The second, entrepreneurship and innovation. Coding skills will enable our youth to create apps, to launch startups, develop digital solutions to our local problems, whether in agriculture, in healthcare, education, or governance. In this digital era, one idea can transform an entire community, and one startup can create hundreds of jobs. The third point, education and lifelong learning. Through the OMCP, we're not only skilling our youth, we're reshaping our national approach to learning. The Honorable Minister for Communications is already working closely with the Minister of Education to integrate digital literacy and coding into our university and technical school curricula. The aim of this is clear, is to make digital education not just a short-term initiative, but a permanent strategic part of our educational system. And the fourth point, inclusion. Digital transformation must not leave anyone behind. And that is why this OMCP program places a strong emphasis on equity, ensuring access for rural communities, for women, and for persons with disability, and others who are often left on the periphery. The first cohort of 560 trainees launching today in Accra, Kumasi, Sunyani, and Bolgatanga already reflects our commitment to gender balance and regional inclusivity. Moreover, within just 48 hours of opening applications, over 50,000 young Ghanaians registered their interest, and the minister has updated that figure to 90,000. This overwhelming response is a powerful reminder of the hunger for opportunity and the urgency of the task ahead of us. In the next phase, we will activate training centers at community information centers across all metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies. This decentralized approach ensures that no matter where you live, in the city or in a remote village, you will have access to the opportunity of the 1 Million Coders program. We're also building the digital infrastructure required to support this vision, from broadband expansion to the provision of devices and learning platforms. Every layer of this initiative has been designed for scale and for sustainability. Let us not underestimate what this represents for our country. We're changing the national narrative from one of limitations to one of limitless potential. From a country that consumes imported technologies to a country that creates its own. From young people waiting for jobs to young people creating jobs. This is how to build a resilient and future-ready country, Ghana. To the youth of Ghana, I say this program is for you. Take it and own it. Let this be your launchpad into innovation, entrepreneurship, and global relevance. Let this be the bridge between your dreams and the opportunities of the digital age. You're not just participants in this initiative, you are the architects of Ghana's digital future. To our partners, current and future, we thank you for believing in Ghana and investing in our people. Your support amplifies our efforts and accelerates our progress. And I call on more organizations, both local and international, to join us on this mission. To the Honorable Minister of Communications and his team, I commend you for the speed, vision, and diligence with which you have pursued this project. You've not only brought a manifesto promise to life, you have ignited hope in millions of young Ghanaian hearts. My fellow citizens, technology is not just a tool. It is a force for equality, social mobility, transparency, and empowerment if it is used wisely and inclusively. It can rebuild our institutions, connect our communities, and transform our economy. But to achieve this, it must be accepted.
What I say? So when in Samoa, Mahama, any communication minister, Sam Zata George, Omo Ewo Ekatre Ghana for so far as a coders program a concern. I won't tell them say more Ghana youth no be no. But as I say, be ya own nefi entry application corner na ben adwuma mu national service at least. Who are on sign of Juma, who wait to start to on the internet and about wow, that's over Tenefi transfer with posting any other which will actually delay you. Chirawaji Mame, our comment section. What is your view? What is your take on that? Chirawaji Mame, our comment section. I Penyah Block Media.